From Nashville, Tennessee and the Nashville Broadcasting Network, it's the You Gotta Love It Show with your host, Keith Bradford. You never know who's going to show up and what's going to happen, but one thing is for certain, you gotta love it. Here's your host, Keith Bradford.
You gotta love it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the You Gotta Love It video podcast. On this program, you're going to see some videos that were shot over 30 years ago. And to get the show started, we're going to cue up some footage that Dave Caley sent me, giving the backstory on all of these videos and how it came about. Let's watch Dave.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Caley. And Keith Bradford from NBRN Radio Online asked me to talk about this latest video that they're going to release here pretty soon. Number one, the traditional music lovers should really like this. Back 30 years ago, when I started in the music business, they asked me to film this video. I never thought that I would be showing this on programs all over the country until about a week ago. Keith asked me if I would talk about it, so this is how it came about. They called me up from Nashville and they asked me if I'd be interested in doing a video at the Grand Ole Opry. Well, who wouldn't, you know? So I came into Nashville, we went over to the Grand Ole Opry, and we filmed it all backstage. There's some parts of it are out in front, but there's nobody in the audience at the time. It was on a Friday night. We used a sound stage they used from Hee Haw, and it was a big thrill for a guy like me. And so that's kind of how it got started, and it was kind of a forgotten video, and somebody came up with it about a couple of weeks ago saying, how come you're not releasing that? So here I am, you know, releasing a video, and it's called Living It Up Backstage. And you're going to see many Opry stars of that era on this video. And like I say, it was a big thrill for me to, you know, being new to Nashville, to make a video like that. Christina and my wife's even in it. So it's pretty cool stuff. So I hope you like it. It's going to be on YouTube Videos Dave Caley, Living It Up Backstage. And you can see all my videos on there, which I got many. You can also go to Amazon.com, iTunes, Spotify. People put me all over. So anyway, take a look at the video, and you'll be seeing it on NBRN Radio Online, and you'll be seeing it on YouTube very soon. So until the next time, be safe, and thanks a lot.
Can I help you, please?
Hi, I'm Dave Caley. I'm visiting backstage at the Opry tonight.
Ben Smathers.
Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Welcome backstage at the Opry. Here's one of the programs for tonight. Want you to meet our guard, Mr. Van Dane.
Good to see you, sir. You ready for a big time tonight?
Yes, sir.
There are lights and guitars and a crowd of smiling people that are at the Grand Ole Opry tonight. And their feet start to pump when they play the double eagle, living it up backstage. Behind the stage where they wait for their turn to come around. Go out with the crowd and earn their way. There are country singers dancing to the band, living it up backstage. There's a fiddle almost tuned for the Orange Blossom Special, and a steel man that's showing his age, and a lot of silly jokes between the Opry folks, living it up backstage. They can hear the people clap while the picking fills the air, and you wonder if the show is on the stage. If the crowd could only see what's going on back there, living it up backstage. There's a fiddle almost tuned for the Orange Blossom Special, and a steel man that's showing his age, and a lot of silly jokes between the Opry folks, living it up backstage. They can hear the people clap while the picking fills the air, and you wonder if the show is on the stage. If the crowd can only see what's going on back there, living it up backstage.
We know that Dave is very, very proud of that video, and rightfully so. And all those deceased Opry stars. So nice to see them all on the screen once again. All right, well, let's go ahead and have a little comedy spot right here. This is Miss Jeannie Robertson, and don't bungee jump naked. Let's watch this.
All right, now the point is to look for the humor around us every day. Left Brain and I wound up in Nanaimo, Canada, about a year ago. We had 5 hours to kill before we took the ferry. We went straight to the Visitors Bureau, and I said, we've got a rental car for 5 more hours. Young woman sitting there, you know, young, these wonderful, smart Elon students here. They know I don't really am talking about them. This was another caliber person here. She's sitting right there, and I said, what would you suggest that we do for 5 hours? And she said, well, pulled out some flyers and some brochures, and she said, oh, I know what. Pointed to the map and said, if you'll go back to the terminal ferry area right down the street and go south for 13 kilometers, you'll come to the Nanaimo River, named after the town. I said, all right. She said, and just go a little further and you'll find the Nanaimo Man-Made Bridge. I said, named after the town and the river. She said, that's right. And if you'll go out there right now, you can bungee jump. Have you ever wanted to take a young person's face in your hands and say lovingly, are you in there? Are you in there? Look at us. Just look at us. Left Brain at that time was 68 years old. Thin, solid white hair, also thin. I was 62 years old, not as thin as I once was, and my hair is Clairol Tweed number 14. We don't look like we would bungee jump. But I knew that Left Brain didn't know what she was talking about. Because when you've been married a long time, you know who the other one knows, what they know. I think we know those, but you don't know those people. I'm telling you that. Or you don't know those people. So I said, do you know what she's talking about? Left brain said, I'm not sure I do. What she wants us to do, honey, go out to that river and get on that bridge and put on some kind of boots with ropes and things on them. And then when we're secure, we go to the edge of that bridge and we hurl our body off that, and we hang upside down. She said 140 feet. Thank you. We're going to drop 140 feet, and we're going to hang there until somebody reels us up. Left brain said, I can't do that. My teeth will fall out. This young person, well-intended, said, oh, no, sir. There's somebody up on the bridge, and before you jump, they'll always have the people take out their hearing aids and their teeth. And beam me up, Scotty. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. How many people do you have that come out there and before they jump, first have to put their teeth and their hearing aid in? What do you say? Put your three-prong walker against a tree? Well, she was almost defensive, and because we were laughing, and she said, well, you get your money's worth because you do a whole lot more than just hang there. She said, because when you pop, that bungee cord springs you way over here and then over here. And it's like a pendulum. You go back. It's a ride, she said, until finally you stop, so you get your money's worth. Left brain said, I tell you what, I don't want to do it, honey, but we got to go out there and see it. And when she heard see it, her eyes got as big as plates. She said, oh, if you just want to see it, you should come back the weekend after Valentine's Day. That's when they raise money for charities and people jump in the nude. Left brain said, what'd she say? Naked. She wants us to jump naked. In Canada in February, we're going to come up here and jump naked. We started laughing so much. Finally, I said, wait a minute, Left brain, we're missing the whole boat here. This might be a good thing. With all the sagging areas on our bodies, if we could hang there long enough naked, we could knock a few things back in place. And he said, no, we can't do that because of that swinging part. With all the sagging areas on our body, we're liable to start rolling and slap ourselves silly. We could barely get out of the building. We got outside and Left brain just as serious. Oh, honey, I love you so much, but you were just as serious. She said, I'll tell you, I do want to ride out there and see it, but I'll guarantee you're never going to get me to spongy jump. Right there is where I laughed so hard my water broke and I wasn't even pregnant.
Hello friends, Kent Gill here, inviting you to watch my buddy Keith Bradford on the You Gotta Love It video podcast, right here on the NBRN online YouTube channel.
Thank you very much, Kent Gill, for that nice promo that you did. We really appreciate all of our artists here on the You Gotta Love It podcast that takes the time out to go ahead and give us a promo that we can play from week to week on the various shows. All right, Mr. Dave Caley is going to go ahead and do another song now from those videos that were shot over 30 years ago. This one is entitled, "We Do a Lot of Texas Music Around Here."
Texas music around here. Music made for dancing and holding sweethearts near. Fiddle feelings playing, we're happy that you're staying. We do a lot of Texas music around here. There's nothing like a good song to make you wanna dance. The dance floor and your baby, things are right. The band knows all your favorites, so let the fun begin. It's Texas on the menu for tonight. We do a lot of Texas music around here. Music made for dancing and holding sweethearts near. Fiddle feelings playing, we're happy that you're staying. We do a lot of Texas music around here. Lone Star music has a way of capturing your heart. Moves right in your soul and there it stays. That boogie-woogie rock and roll don't stand a chance, 'cause here's the place to hear that fiddle play. We do a lot of Texas music around here. Music made for dancing and holding sweethearts near. Fiddle feelings playing, we're happy that you're staying. We do a lot of Texas music around here. We do a lot of Texas music around here.
Dave did a great job on that song, and what about that band? That band was cooking. I love those twin fiddles. Love that sound with the twin fiddles and the steel guitar. We do a lot of Texas music around here. Have you ever had any trouble remembering someone's name? You might find this next little clip very, very interesting, as it will teach you how to remember someone's name. Let's watch.
What's your name again? Yeah, you've used it, I've used it, everybody's used it. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not good business to forget somebody's name that you're working with, especially someone that you've been working with for quite a while. You've all been to a party or something and somebody will say, "Hey, I'm Bill," or "I'm Mary," or whatever, and 5 minutes later you're going back to them, "What's your name again?" It's very embarrassing for them, it's embarrassing for you, and it is not good business. Here's a real quick way to try to remember someone's name. Let's just say, for example, the gentleman's name is Bill. What you want to do is create this huge picture of a dollar bill. And then from now on, when you see that person's face, you're not going to see his face, you're going to see this big, huge dollar bill. And you'll remember, "Hey, how's it going, Bill?" Take somebody's name, like say Taffy, for example. Well, how am I going to remember her name is Taffy? Well, Taffy is my favorite candy. So I don't see her face, I see my favorite candy. And I say, "Hey, Taffy, how's it going?" Remember the person's name. It's very, very important.
We hope you enjoyed that little lesson here on the music business. You gotta love it. And hopefully you'll be able to put that into practice and see how it works for you. Well, it's time for the final video on today's show, and it's a good one. It's Dave Caley and the band Center Stage with Let's Chase Each Other Around the Room Tonight. We want to invite you all to add comments down at the bottom of your screen. And if you're not already a subscriber to the You Gotta Love It podcast, please go ahead and do so. It's so nice to go on there each week and see new people that are watching the shows and enjoying them and adding their comments. We'll see you next week for You Gotta Love It right here on the NBRN online YouTube channel.
Around the room tonight. Let's play the games that we once played on our wedding night. To lock and bolt the door is only right. So honey, let's chase each other around the room tonight. Seems like lately people love to play with fire. And the other games they play are just as bad. I'd rather stay at home and feel your burning lips and play the kind of games that make me glad. Let's chase each other around the room tonight. Let's play the games that we once played on our wedding night. To lock and bolt the door is only right. So honey, let's chase each other around the room tonight. Let's don't chase around and make each other weary. Let's keep all our love at home and out of sight. Let's put everything like jealousy behind us. And honey, let's chase each other around the room tonight. Let's chase each other around the room tonight. Let's play the games that we once played on our wedding night. To lock and bolt the door is only right. So honey, let's chase each other around the room tonight. So honey, let's chase each other around